Hi, I'm Kari Samuels, your intuitive counselor and happiness coach with your June forecast. And I can't believe it's June yet either. This year is so flying by, and this month is not going to be an exception. It's going to move fast. So the key to this month is having everything else move fast around you and you be calm and still and really peaceful. That's a theme this month, is being peace and knowing your truth. So fast, fast, fast. We're in Gemini until the 21st, our solstice. It's going to be a beautiful day on that solstice, and we're in Gemini until then. So Gemini is mutable air, right? Fast, up and moving. So there's a lot of beautiful energy around this month and with the Gemini influence, because Gemini is an energy that lifts up and moves forward. And it's a sign of the mind, right? Because an air sign, air is all about the mind and communication. So Gemini is a double-bodied sign. You know, it's a sign of the twins and balancing the masculine and feminine energy. So when we're in this Gemini, it's giving you a chance to like lift up out of your drama, out of your problems, and see things from a new perspective. It's going to give you an opportunity to see things from two sides, to see things in another perspective. And there is a lot here about changing your perspective. You know, the 1 year is interesting because we are in a one universal year, 2017. And whenever there's a 1 year, because it's a beginning of a whole 9-year manifesting cycle and it's new beginnings and fresh starts, what most people think is that like just everything's going to happen automatically. And one is a very quick number. It is a number of manifesting very quickly because it is that channel between yourself and the divine. So things can happen very quickly. So what the one teaches you is how to be a co-creator, how to manifest with your thoughts and your mind and your energy and your emotions. But the thing about that is it doesn't mean that your life just magically changes very quickly. There is a quickening and things do move forward, but here's what the trick of this is. The one really teaches you to be true to yourself. The one teaches you how to put yourself first and really do things that are unique and uniquely you, because there's only one of you in the world. So much of what you're learning this year is how to be uniquely you, how to have that courage and take action on being yourself. So one is really about seed planting. And if you've planted any seeds and you wait for them to grow, you know, things take time to cultivate. So really, you know, if you're feeling frustrated that things aren't happening fast enough for you or whatever it is, just remember that this is a lot about what seed you're planting to grow over the next 9 years. And that's so much of what this year is teaching you. And this is really going to come to the forefront this month a lot. We're done with so many retrogrades. Mercury retrograde happens 3 or 4 times a year, right? But we're out of the shadow period now. We're out of the Venus retrograde in the shadow period. And that was a lot about relationships and your value. We have another retrograde coming to an end right now. Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of expansion and growth and opportunities. So Jupiter's been retrograde since February. And on the day of our full moon in Sagittarius, which is ruled by Jupiter, we're having Jupiter go direct. So think of it this way. When your expansion is retrograde, that means your growth is an inside job. This is the universe teaching you that you have to feel worthy on the inside in order for you to reap those rewards that you want on the outside, right? Because this is all about how you feel about yourself, and that's why we had so many retrogrades. Well, this is a free and clear period. Things are really moving forward now. And so there's a lot of movement. And again, you need to learn how to stay calm and centered within the change around you, because you're going to have a lot of change right now and a lot of change with everything in your life moving forward. But that doesn't mean that you need to just be crazy and like do a lot of stuff. We're actually in a 16 universal month, which reduces to the number 7. This energy teaches you how to be calm, how to stay true to yourself, how to listen to the voice of your soul. Whenever we have the 7 activated, it requires a lot of quiet time on your part, because 7 gives you a lot of download. So does the 1. The 1 is associated with receiving those downloads in your crown chakra. So you're going to be receiving tons and tons of intuitive downloads right now. Lots of ideas and lots of inspiration. And it's up to you to discern what is true to you, what is right for you. And that takes a lot of time tuning in. You can't be running around and not paying any attention to your inner life and expect yourself to like know what your guides are trying to teach you and your angels. So here's the key. Slow down, take a lot of time to tune into yourself. That's what the 7 teaches you. The 7 also teaches you about your personal truth. Now remember, this is a 16 universal month, which is a higher octave of 7. And that actually has a lot of lessons. The 16 is a very deliberate energy. It's very much a lesson number. And when we have these lesson numbers that are given to us, it means there's not as much wiggle room. So let me explain what this means. So if you've been hiding from yourself, if you've been hiding the truth from yourself, if you aren't being true to yourself, if you're more of a people pleaser than you are doing what's right for you, if you are doing things out of security or materialistic desires rather than soul drives, or you're just looking for what seems the right thing to do because that's what everybody tells you to do, that's not necessarily your personal truth. Now it can be if that really feels right and aligns to you, but if you're off center, if you're off on that, this month the universe is going to show you. So it's really a very peaceful month and pleasant month and like really nourishing month. If you're true to yourself, if you're allowing yourself to do what your soul intended, what's right for you. But if you've been hiding from yourself, the universe is going to reveal that to you through circumstances, through relationships. Now, there are a lot of changes that I do recommend if you're wanting to do this month. It's actually a wonderful month to get married if you have a wedding plan. Yay! It's a great time to say I do. Let's call this the summer of love, because this is really a beautiful time to connect with the people and the places and the circumstances that really feel like they nourish your soul. So yeah, say I do. If that is true to you, if this is a real true bond to you, absolutely, it's a wonderful time for that. It's also a great time to change locations. So a lot of movement in your actual physical homes during the 7. Now we move into the sign of Cancer after the 21st, and Cancer is all about the home. And the thing about Cancer that's different from the sign of Taurus, which is a lot about the physical structure of the home, Cancer is about the emotional energy of your home. So this is a wonderful time to make changes in your home that really give it that feeling of sanctuary, that really help you restore there and help you feel loved and nourished and protected and supported. And that is the energy of what Cancer is about. So we go from Gemini, air sign, which is all about the mind, to Cancer, water sign, which is all about the heart and emotions and feeling emotionally secure. So this is a time to make choices that nourish your emotions and nourish your soul, not just your mind. So keep that in your mind and your heart as you're moving through this month. Now, another lesson that the 7 teaches you, especially the 16, is to manage your emotions. Now, this doesn't mean to reject your emotions, but it's teaching you how to respond instead of react. It's teaching you how to have mindfulness over your reactions. So observing how you respond and react to things. So it doesn't mean to reject anything. But when you meditate, if you meditate, you get into a place where you can be mindful about the things that come up for you. One form of meditation, mindfulness meditation, is simply observing the thoughts and the feelings that come up to you and letting them pass like clouds in the sky. So you can practice that in your everyday life. You can learn how to be mindful in your everyday life. So when you notice, uh-oh, I'm like reacting like in anger or in a way that just doesn't feel loving or serving my long-term goals, that's when you want to take some time to yourself. And instead of like acting on those reactions, You take some time and you process them. Why am I feeling this way? Let me let this energy move through me with love, and let me breathe into this and let me notice. So it's all about noticing without really like getting into those lower reactions, breathing into those energies with love. So this is one of the many, many lessons, the soulful lessons that the 16/7 energy is teaching you. So I have 3 steps to manage this very soulful energy this month. So the first thing is to take time to yourself. You are going to need lots of time to process, in case I didn't make that clear. So all these downloads, all your emotions. So, you know, working by yourself doesn't count as being by yourself. I mean deliberate space and time where you're processing. So that means either meditating, writing in a diary, or just simply sitting and relaxing and unwinding in a way where you're not bringing in a lot of stimuli. And salt baths are really wonderful to decompress and to release yourself from other people's energy. Epsom salt baths are really wonderful. A little bit of lavender, you're all set. So that's a wonderful thing that you can do. So, you know, if you need to lock yourself in the bathroom, then go ahead and do it. Take that time to yourself every day. Now, the second thing is to tune out everybody else's opinions. You know, that doesn't even mean what they're telling you. You can be looking around and saying, oh, that's good, that works for them, that works for them, that's good for them, so I should be doing that. You know what? You could drive yourself crazy like that, because remember, the 1 year is all about being unique. So what works for them, what's good for everybody else may not be good for you. And that also includes tuning out what other people are telling you what's good for you. Only you know what's good for you. And it may be scary. It may be like, oh no, do I have it in me? You have to listen to your soul. You have to listen to what's right for you. Because if you're receiving that information from your guides and angels and you're feeling it in your heart, you're going to be supported. You're going to have everything you need. We need you to be unique. We need you to do something different. We need you to do what's right for you, because if it's right for you, it's good for everyone in the world. So please, please, please listen only to what's going on inside of you and tune out everybody's opinions and what's right for them. It's going to change your life, and it's going to help you access your intuition more. Now, the third thing is to be in your body. This 7 energy, especially combined with the 1 energy of the year, it can get you all in your head, because it really does open up your crown chakra. Both the 7 and the 1 open up your crown to divine downloads and receiving lots of information. But if you're just letting that information swirl around, and you're not taking physical action by embodying it and doing something about it, and you're just thinking about it, oh my goodness, I don't know how you'll sleep at night. So it's really important that you're in your body. And if you could be physical in any way, if you can walk or jog or run anything or swim, anything that has movement to it, it'll help you connect with those thoughts. It'll help you catch up with your thoughts. But really, like, how much of your consciousness is scattered throughout the earth, like, and the universe, thinking about all these different things and like thinking. So here's something you can do. You can literally call your energy back from the universe. Say, I call my spirit back from all directions of the universe and bring it back in my body. Now ground that energy to the earth and listen to your heart. So when you have a decision to make, after you bring your energy back in your body, you connect to your heart and you make your decision from there, and you ask yourself, is this in my highest and best? You want to be in your body when you're asking that. It's a big difference if you're just asking your head or if you're asking your heart. Your heart knows everything, and your heart is connecting you heaven and earth. So I know that if you do these 3 things, they will absolutely help you, not just this month, but throughout your whole life, because you're learning how to listen to your intuition more and more. You're learning how to tune into the voice of your soul and have that courage to be yourself and act as an individual in the world. It's so beautiful. So I'm wishing you the most joyful, jovial June and beyond. Lots of love. Bye for now.